friends! Welcome to my first official, hopefully informative YouTube video. Not gonna lie, I filmed this right after my intro video, so I promise I change clothes. I don't always wear the same outfits, but this just happens to be right after. So, all that to say, welcome to 5 biggest lessons I've learned when it comes to planning a wedding. Number 1, read your dang on contracts. I can't reiterate this enough, how important it is to read your contracts. Before I was personally engaged in planning my own wedding, I would always tell brides or just whoever, make sure you read your contract. Make sure your photographer or your videographer is going to be there for the hours you need him, and he's not going to leave right after cake and miss the sparklers or, you know, whatever. Make sure you have enough parking. Make sure just all these different things is in the contract before you sign it. And then now that I'm actually planning my own wedding, turns out I didn't fully read my contracts and I'm coming across some little struggles myself. But read your contracts. That is just so important. Do not listen to only verbal promises. Unfortunately, people do not keep their word, and it gets nasty when you totally rely on this verbal promise and then come your wedding, they're like, no, we're not giving it to you. It's not in the contract. And honestly, there's nothing you can do about it. If you're someone like me who's never read contracts in the past, sounds bad. I read contracts, but I just never really understood the importance of it. Read your contracts. I promise you, it is worth it. Tip number 2, plan ahead. So, a lot of you guys will be engaged for a year, some 2 years, some 6 months, some 3 months. I personally am engaged for 10 months. There is no formula of this is how long you should be engaged. Depends on what season you and your fiance are in. So just go with it. Once you guys get engaged, celebrate it, take it all in, soak it up for that first week or 2, and then it's time to start planning. I'm not gonna lie, disclaimer, I'm an Enneagram number 3. I'm all about the planning and the details, but it's just so important that a month before your wedding, you're like, wow, I have a million things to do, and you're super stressed out because you didn't plan ahead. And some practical things is you can go online if you guys want. I can link different resources I have of just different timelines that will keep you, 8 months out, get this, 6 months out, get this, or do this. So one example of that is last month I budgeted for table runners, and then this month I put $200 aside for guest favors, and then next month I'm going to put $200 aside for candles and candle votives. So this way, leading up to my wedding, I have, everything I feel as if I need, and it's not a month before, and I'm spending $2,000 on all this decor and all this random stuff. It's so easy to go through this process and just keep pushing things aside, being like, I'll do that eventually, but each month, set a goal and reach that goal, so then come your wedding month, you're not, going crazy. Number 3, enjoy the season. As cliche as that is, not gonna lie, guys, I tend to be a little bit more cliche than, alright. Engagement, everyone says, is the sweetest season. I'm currently in it. I have about 6 more months to go, and it's hard. I just want to be married. I just want to be at my honeymoon. But everyone always says, and I do totally believe it, time is gonna fly by, and being engaged is the sweetest moment. You're only gonna have a fiance, hopefully, once in your lifetime. So just embrace it. It's so sweet. Everyone showers you with encouragement and gifts, and just you're a bride, and so just soak it up. It's so easy to just want it to fly by or go into the next season of life, but if you don't learn to enjoy the season that you're in currently, you're never going to enjoy the next season because you're going to always be planning for the season after that. So just soak it up. Number 4, this one's ironic, but do not stress. It's ironic because I stress about anything and everything there is to be stressed about. I just overthink things and make myself stressed. But do not stress. I know it's so much easier said than done. I get it. I stress all the time about the smallest and biggest things. Your DJ might mess up on your playlist or play the wrong song while you walk down the aisle, or it might pour on your wedding day instead of that picture-perfect sunny day you had envisioned. But you're getting married to your best friend, other half soulmate. Just soak it up. Don't stress about the little things that you just have no control over. Obviously, plan ahead, and the things that you can control, try to make it happen. But things that you just have no control over, just don't stress. It's just not worth it. There's one bride that I did her wedding for. that I'll always remember. I even remember her name, everything. The whole day, it wasn't even like pouring, it was just like overcast, drizzly, and she just, you can tell it in her face, was just so upset about it and so stressed and just did not enjoy herself at all, and it just broke my heart because I was like, this is her wedding day. It should be the happiest day of her life, and she's over here just so stressed out about how the sun's not going to set and she's not going to get those sunset pictures, and her ceremony isn't going to be as pretty because it's going to be so cloudy. And I just felt so bad for her. And at the end of the night, it wasn't until the very last song that I saw her enjoying herself. And that really just taught me the biggest lesson. Rain or shine, or no matter what could go wrong on the day of your wedding, just remember that you're marrying your best friend. There are so many different factors that you're not going to be able to control on your wedding day, and that's okay. Just remember why you're there and who you're marrying, and just try your best not to stress. And number 5, prepare for your marriage. And this is actually my favorite one, and I didn't realize how important it was until now I'm currently engaged and in this season of life. Obviously, you're trying to plan this epic party and epic celebration of your love story, but at the same time, after your wedding day, you wake up the next morning and that's it. Your wedding is gone. All those thousands of dollars, all gone, and now all you have is each other. And so what do? And I just have heard and just read a lot of books where people just feel so unprepared for marriage. Read those books, go to that premarital counseling, have intentional conversations, do whatever it takes to make you feel prepared for marriage. I mean, you're never going to be 100% prepared, don't get me wrong. Keep in mind and be able to distinguish between planning for this one huge event in your life that's going to be awesome, but it's just one day that goes by in a blink of an eye, and then also this hopefully lifelong commitment that you're making to your best friend and lover. Alrighty guys, not gonna lie, making a video is kind of rough, so that was my first one. Hopefully it will only go uphill from here. Subscribe down below because apparently this is what you have to do at the end of every video. Subscribe so people can subscribe to your channel. Stay tuned. If you listen to all that, then come back for the next one. Bye guys!